recording. I'll re-record the first part, but we're recording now. Okay, so hashtags, you have to use them in order to get noticed. And the best way to use it is in the comments, because when you are, when somebody comes to your page and you have an awesome post and then they see the text, maybe it says like, perfect Saturday morning, hashtag 30 things in that, those hashtags will always stay with that text, with the text of the post. And hashtags aren't the prettiest things, and you kind of, when people see that you're using a lot of hashtags, it's like, oh, she's trying to get a lot of likes on this, which is why you want to post your post and with the text, and then in the very first comment, that is where you will use the hashtags. And the reason for that is because it will still have the same effect. People can still find your post, but when people start, like pasting their email or just commenting on your posts, after I think 2 or maybe 3 comments, the comment with all the hashtags will be so far up that you can't see it. So that's why you do it in the comments, just so that we don't appear that we're trying to get a ton of likes and followers, even though that is our main goal. Have unique hashtags. They're better because they will show up longer in the search. As an example, if you were to go to hashtag fitness, if we were to go there right now, we would see awesome posts, right? If we were to go there in 30 seconds, we would see a completely new set of posts because that's so generic. Fitness, everyone and their mom is using fitness. So what we want is when people search for a hashtag, we want our stuff to still appear, even if they're searching for it an hour after we posted. So that's why we want to use unique hashtags. So instead of using fitness, let's see if I have so instead of using fitness, maybe we could do one that I do is Good Morning Fit Fam, right? So it's like it's kind of long. We're not going to get tons of likes from that, but we're going to get loyal likes. We're going to get people who relate to that and more over time. Instead of weight loss meal plan. Instead of dogs of Instagram, working out with my pets. Be unique and make them, so you'll get more likes if you use hashtag fitness immediately, but no one's going to see your post after that. So having those unique ones will make your post show up longer, and you'll see like throughout the whole week, you'll start to get more likes on your post. When you're using hashtags, only use hashtags that your target market will search for. So another reason why I never use fitness is because my client uses fitness. My client would search for weight loss meal plan. They would search for online fitness group. They would search for gluten-free recipe. So when you are posting, use hashtags that your client will be looking for. On the opposite side, when you are then searching for people, use hashtags that your client will use. So there's a very clear difference on hashtags and what you use versus what you'll search for. So just keep in mind, I see a lot of my new coaches use like hashtag weight loss, but our clients don't want to search for other people on a weight loss journey. They're searching for weight loss help. So hashtag weight loss help, weight loss meal plan, weight loss motivation, weight loss workout, like all of those things. So basically, and then when you go to search for your clients, because we can attract so many people to Instagram, but the power in Instagram is actually when we reach out to other people, and we have to find those people. And you find them by having your avatar and by searching for those hashtags. So one hashtag that I'm searching for recently is Get Fit by 30. I'm only 27, almost 28, so I have like 2 years to go, but I'm searching, that's my target market, between 27 and 30 years old. So Get Fit by 30. Or since I do have dogs and I can relate to people that have pets, I would search for the hashtag like fitness with pets, or like dog yoga, which apparently is a thing. So think about your client and what hashtags they would be using. Okay, so Instagrass. Have you guys heard of Instagrass, just with like a thumbs up or nod? No. So Instagrass, the point of Instagrass is to get more likes and followers. And like, as I kind of mentioned before, likes and followers are awesome, but they're not going to get us coaches. They're not going to get us clients. So, but when people come to our page, if they see we have 6,000 followers, we look legit. Or if they see we have 50 to 100 likes on each post, we look more legit. So Instagram helps with building that legitimacy. It's our job, though, to convert those people to loyal followers by giving them value through our posts, and to turn them into clients and coaches by actually engaging with them and reaching out to them. So right now I'm going to show you how I set up my Instagrass. And I actually just noticed before I hopped on that my time package ran out, so I need to buy another package. But for those of you that don't use Instagram so far, you get your first 3 days for free. And I highly recommend that you do that, because within that first 3 days, I'm very stingy with my money, FYI. And so I was like, I'm not going to pay for likes and followers, like that's just silly. But I did the 3-day trial and I got like 500 new followers and lots more likes just from the 3 free days. And so that's why I decided to commit to it. And you can buy all sorts of packages, which you can see over here on the right. And there's so much that you can do on Instagram. I personally just do likes and comments. What this does is Instagram will like other people's posts for me and comment on other people's posts for me. So it's like me just going in, searching for that hashtag and liking stuff, or searching for a hashtag and commenting, but it does it automatically. So I can reach way more people by doing that. And the idea is if I'm liking people's posts, they're going to check out my page. Or if I'm commenting on their posts, they're going to comment back and start to engage with me. So that is like the relationship building on Instagram. Follows and unfollows is where it can automatically follow people for you and automatically unfollow people for you. I don't do that. I like to follow who I like to follow. I know of other coaches that use that, but for me, I don't think it hasn't been beneficial so far. So I'm just going to skip right down to the main point of why Instagram is awesome. Here are the comments. So I have comments on. So when Instagram comments on people's posts, this is what it is posting. I have a few generic ones: great post, this is great, 2 thumbs up. But these 3, and so many coaches use Instagram, and I think that these 3 comments are what differentiates me recently from other coaches that use it. I'm using Instagram as a lead generator. Not only do I want people to come to my page, but I want them to automatically go to my blog. I want them to automatically go to my free Facebook group. So what I'm saying is, awesome, I'd love to connect with you on Facebook. Do you have a Facebook account? Have a great day. People on that one, people comment saying, yeah, here it is. Or they'll direct message me and say, I saw you commented on my post, here's my Facebook page. The next 2 are better. It says, awesome, by any chance would you be interested in joining my online fitness group? We share healthy recipes, workout ideas, motivational posts, and do mini challenges. We also finished a 5-day squat challenge. What do you think? You can join us here. That is the key right there. You can join us. I get probably 10 to 15 people, actually 10 to 20 people a week requesting to join my group from Instagram. I do nothing other than Instagram. They're sending me these leads. And so, and the next one is very similar to that, just a little bit different text, but I give the same free group link. If for those of you guys that don't know, if you have a free group, you can go to tinyurl.com and create your own link for it. You'd paste the Facebook URL and then like I did, free fitness group. I can't believe that wasn't taken, but you could do, you just be creative and come up with your own link. Other examples though, is if you guys have blogs, you could be like, great post. I think you'd really love my recent blog post. Check it out here, samanthasays.com, or whatever, bring them to you, use Instagram to your advantage. And yes, sometimes these comments post on other coaches' walls. Sometimes they'll be like, I'm already a coach, but thanks, or I've gotten some really rude comments from other coaches. I've gotten some coaches that do follow the link and request to join my free group, but I don't let them in. I've gotten some It Works distributors. I've gotten, all sorts of people. But so you have to be selective and actually look at who's joining your group. But this has been amazing for me in reaching out to people. My coach that just got to Diamond on Thursday came from an Instagram comment like this. She joined my free group that way. Okay, and so the next part is tags. So this is how Instagram knows who to attract, whose pages to go to. So Instagram goes to pages where those people are using these hashtags in their posts. And I'm actually going to redo this so that it fits my avatar, because I just did my avatar maybe a month ago, and these are from like 3 months ago. But anyone who uses Zumba, Weight Watchers, Whole30 recipes, Hate My Boss, because I want to attract people who don't like their jobs and they want to try something new. 2016 fitness goals, Raw till 4. Oh, I have Hate My Boss, Hate My Job. So think of your avatar and what would they be using? If you have a mom, maybe you want to use the tag busy mom or mom of 4. If you have dogs, you could use dogs of Instagram, Labrador Retriever, fitness. You don't want to use completely off base things. Like I have an Australian Shepherd. So if I did Australian Shepherd as a tag, I would get people to come to my page that also have Australian Shepherds, which is great, but they usually, from my experience, are not into fitness. So that's why I would do like fitness with dogs or fitness with pets, dog yoga, things like that. So don't be completely random here. It still has to be strategic, but just think of your avatar and what they would be using. I think that's it on Instagram. The one tip I do have, if you guys decide to use this, is this. It's a very small checkbox that says, don't comment on same users. Check that off, because I've commented the same, meaning Instagram, have commented this one, awesome, I would love to connect with you on Facebook, to the same person multiple times. And they comment back saying, yeah, we're already connected. And I'm like, crap. So this is actually a semi-new feature. So make sure you check that, just because you don't want to be posting the same things or commenting the same things on other people's posts all the time. Okay, so that's Instagram. So we've talked about posting to add value to your client or to your followers, using hashtags to get people to notice your page, using Instagram to get more likes and followers, and all of that is awesome. But just like on Facebook, we need to reach out to people to build relationships, to turn those followers into clients, into coaches. That's our job. They won't come to us. They won't flock to us naturally, typically. So the next section is inviting. So we need to start inviting people from Instagram. And the very first step is to search for hashtags. So like I mentioned earlier, you want to search for hashtags that your client will be using. Not that you would use, but your client would be using. So Fit by 30 is one that I do. Healthy meals could be one, because my ideal client is trying to eat healthy. So she would post when she has a really healthy recipe. Working on my fitness. Anything that your client would use, search for those hashtags. And what I actually do, what's been working well for me, is I actually go to Instagram.com on my computer and I search for one hashtag and I scroll through all of the different posts that come up and I open up 20 different browsers of different posts by different people. And so then I have 20 things up there. Then I go to each tab and I look, and sometimes there are coaches in there, so I automatically X that one out. Sometimes I see they're from Sweden, so I X that one out. So sometimes I see it might not say Beachbody Coach. So I'll look through their posts and their hashtags, and sometimes a lot of people use 21 Day Fix, so I'll cross those out. So basically weed out those coaches and people that we can't work with necessarily yet. When I do that, I get from 20 down to about usually 10, sometimes less, depending on what the hashtag is. So weed out those people. It's pointless to reach out right now to obviously other coaches, and to coaches from to people from other countries. If they're from the UK, sometimes I'll start to like build a relationship, just because I feel like if and when we go global, the UK is where it would be first. So, but don't waste your time on people that can't benefit you right now. And that sounds really mean saying, but we need to be focused, and this is a business, right? So we need to focus on finding people that will work with us now. So search for those hashtags. Then once you have those 10 people, comment on their posts and like a few of their posts. I usually like and or comment on 2 to 3 posts of theirs, and then I send them a direct message. That part you can only do from your phone right now. And so I'll go to my phone, find the username that I'm looking at on my computer, and I'll say something like, I saw your healthy meal. It looked awesome. What was the recipe? So just a very simple opening question. Or, oh my God, your dog is so cute. Mine always interrupts me during my workout as well. What kind of dog is yours? Any simple comment with a question. And then what I'll do is I'll go back to their page and comment on another post and say, love this, P.S., check out your direct messages when you have a sec. So that way, because a lot of people don't even know about direct messaging right now, at least the people I'm talking to. So I'll blatantly say, check your messages, so that they come and check out their messages. And then the next thing is I try and spend at least like one day, which isn't even that long, building a relationship, so that I'll try and start a conversation with them. And then typically for me, I'm finding a lot of people that would be great coaches on Instagram. So like 90% of my invites are actually for coaching. And when I'm ready to do that, again, it's usually after one day, my formula is give confidence and compliments and ask. So a typical coach invite for me on any platform is, let's see here. I'd be like, hey, Lauren, I saw your post about healthy recipes. It looked amazing. Your health journey is so inspiring. Have you ever considered becoming a fitness coach? I would love to work with someone like you on my team. So like you're complimenting them on what they're doing really well. You're saying how amazing they are. You're asking them and then being like, I'd love to work with you. I've never heard a negative, I've heard no for sure, but I've never heard a negative response, and I almost always get a response from it. Whereas before, I don't even know what I would say before, but people would just ignore me. But when you're giving them compliments, at least they have to say thank you, right? And so that has been working really well for me, especially on Instagram. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes they're like, sure. And so now you're like, oh, crap, well, what do I do? And so people are like, sure, or what is it, or maybe, or I get a lot of, I've thought about it, but not really sure. I've also heard, I've been asked a lot of times before, but I've never really considered it. All of those are yeses to me, so I'm like, great, I'd love to share more information with you if you're interested. And then I let them respond. Usually they say, okay, sure. And then I say, it's much easier for me to share information on Facebook Messenger or on email. Which one works for you? Just because I really don't like messaging on Instagram. It's much easier to like obviously copy and paste an email that we already have. So I'll ask them, is email or Facebook Messenger better? And then they'll tell me, and then I go into the invite script, which is a completely different call. But that's really the basis of inviting. We just have to find those people that will want to work with us and that we want to work with, and we find them by searching for hashtags, and then be genuine in your comments. If you're commenting like, great, awesome, cool pants, that isn't as good as, oh my God, I love those pants. Where did you get them? In a comment, or that healthy meal looks really great. I've been meaning to try that for the longest time. give genuine comments. And then when you bring them over to direct message them, also be genuine. I always say, if you lead with the intention to help and you're genuine in your message, you will never come across as salesy or spammy. It's just not possible, I don't think. And sometimes once that happened to me, where I think the way I phrased it was, you are so fit. Have you ever considered becoming, what did I say? Have you ever considered becoming a coach? And she thought I said, she needs a coach, she needs some help. And so that was somehow that got misconstrued. But with this new, give compliments and compliments and confidence in asking, I always hear a response. And with that, I move them over to Facebook or email. And I'd say probably 30 to 40% actually become coaches, which is on Facebook. When I do that, I'd say 5 to 10% become coaches of those that I ask. So Instagram works really well. You have to add that value though. You have to put in the work to bring people to you. And if you don't want to invest in Instagram right now, you can still do all of this. You can search for those hashtags and make sure that you're liking some. Search for hashtags and make sure you're commenting. That's all Instagram is doing. And the reason why it's so successful is because it can do a lot in a little amount of time. And regarding Instagram, you can also turn it off during the hours that you are not awake. And that has been key, because I used to get so many people from Malaysia, or India. And although they're super positive and nice people, I can't help them. And that was the majority of it. So now I think my hours are 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time. So that way I'm kind of weeding out people from other countries. I think that's it. I went through all of my notes. Do you guys have any questions? Was that information overload?
No, Sam, that was awesome. I was going to ask, do you ever post hashtag fitness with any of your other hashtags, or will that cancel out all the other hashtags too when people see that? You know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean by will it cancel out?
Or not cancel out, but so if you put a post hashtag fitness and then you post hashtag Monday morning fitness, because so many people are hashtagging fitness, it goes away quicker. Oh. Will your whole post go away quicker even though you have the other hashtags in there and you have hashtag fitness, or do you just completely stay away from it?
Yeah, so no, if your post will still stay up. So when someone said Monday morning fitness, perfect. When people search for that will stay up longer. So your post is the hashtag that you search. So
each separate hashtag.
Yeah. And with that being said, sometimes I do use hashtag fitness, hashtag FitFam. I do use some basic ones like that for the quick likes, because it's always a motivation boost when you see it's at 13, it doesn't have the names anymore. It's the actual hearts, So sometimes I will use FitFam. I just don't recommend using all fitness, FitFam, workout, exercise,
Okay. Cool.
Another tip about hashtags is that you can use up to 30 on each post. Use all 30. If you don't use 30, it's a missed opportunity. You never know who might see your post and be inspired by it. So it seems like a lot, but what I do is once you have your 30, you save it in a note and just literally copy and paste it. Or what I like to do, since my posts do vary a little bit, I have a set of 25, and then on each post I have 5 free ones, where if it's an inspirational post, I'll use quotes to live by, or if it's a healthy recipe, so I'll make it a little bit customized to that.
I'm still here. I'm just fumbling stuff.
Okay.
I'm listening. Okay, that helps.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you're saying to use 30 hashtags per post?
Yep, in the first comment.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And if you guys go to my Instagram page, you'll see all of it. I preach everything that I actually do. So you'll see my posts. If you go to the comments, my goal is that people will actually comment so that you don't see those 30. But if you click see more, they're always there. Unless I'm like super strict, like don't have time, and very rarely. And then if I don't have time, I'll do hashtags in the post. So if I'm like, Saturday morning workout was awesome, now drinking my coffee, I'll like hashtag the coffee, I'll hashtag the workout, I'll hashtag Saturday. So I don't do that all the time. It's probably like 5 times a year, but if you're stressed for your time, then you can do that. Any other questions? Are all of you guys on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram, but I have never really delved into how to use it well.
Yeah. I think one thing I love about Instagram is that so many people are on it and so many people are sharing their health and fitness journeys, you know, whereas like on Facebook, we're searching for people by any sort of things, and we have to add them as a friend. We have to send a friend request, and oftentimes like they don't get accepted or whatever. But on Instagram, they're already sharing. We can already get a sneak peek at who they are and what they do and what they prioritize in life. And it's open to the public. There are some people that hide their profiles, but we can't see their posts, so we're not going to connect with them. But people who have those public profiles, it's so easy to connect, and they're sharing it already. So they're open to talking and connecting with other people. So it's much easier to find those people and actually relate and like build relationships with them compared to Facebook, in my opinion. And with that being said, make sure your page, your Instagram page is public, because even if you do Instagress and everything, when people go to you, they'll have to follow you to see your posts. So make sure it's public. If you're using it for business. I've had some coaches where they're like, I have kids all over it. I don't know if I want to show all of that. If that's the case, I say create another Instagram page just for health and fitness if you still want to post that stuff, or incorporate your kids into your health and fitness.
My kids are definitely going to be part of my journey, so I don't think that's a good plus on my end.
Yeah. I swear, there are so many moms that are like looking to get fit or already fit that would make great coaches. So many on Instagram. So I keep like thinking of other tips. Another tip is for your Instagram username, you can create something. If you don't have too many followers yet, then now is the perfect time to make sure that your name can be identified, so that when you or Instagram for you is liking other people's posts and commenting on it, you want to see like Lauren is fit, you know, or Tasha is hungry, you know, like hungry, fit, lean, whatever, you know, like any food, workout, fitness, any word like that pops out to people who are also in that industry or want to be that, you know. So if you don't have a following yet, I say just even like whatever your name is now, add _fit or _goals or motivation, whatever it is. And that way, like when somebody who is seeking fitness motivation sees that you liked their post, they're 100% going to your page, because they see that your name includes some of that, and they think that they can maybe get some of that at your page, which hopefully they will. Any other questions?
That was an awesome call. I don't have any questions right now. Atlas. Here. I don't, seriously? Okay, I don't have any more questions right now. But I think that was an awesome call. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. I might be messaging you if I stumble upon something, but that was awesome.
You guys, and if you do have questions or like if this was really basic for you and you want to learn even more, I learned pretty much all of this through trial and error, just trying different things. I learned it through listening to YouTube. Like Anita Myron is on Instagram, and I got a ton of awesome tips from her YouTube, Instagram training. And most importantly, Shalene Johnson has the Instagram Impact Academy. And my upline, has a username and password for that. So and it's like 10 different videos maybe, and she talks about all of this. So I just kind of like, she has certain tips that I don't use for my account because I don't think it would benefit me, but that is also great training. YouTube is awesome. Always use the resources on YouTube to search for things and find new ways to do things. And you can always message me too if you have questions.
Awesome. I got her Instagram Academy because I watched the intro to it and I just got it. So I haven't started it yet though. I need to do that ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a crash course. That Instagram Impact Academy goes through like the nitty-gritty details of why you do things, when you do it, like times of posting and everything like that.
Awesome. Maybe I'll start that today if I get a charger. Well, thank you. I know, right? Thank you very much, Sam.
You're welcome.
Guys, my coaches, do you have any more questions for Sam? Good? Okay.
No. Okay. So I'll record, like, maybe I'll just do a whole different training so I can include the posting because I completely forgot to record that part. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about
it's okay.
Let me know.
I took notes, Sam, so I can catch my team up to speed on what we missed out on and just post the rest of the recording, okay?
Okay. Yep. I'll send you the link once it's uploaded.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.